Somebody else.
Hello, everybody.
Always the work, eh? How's it, guys? How you doing?
Always the work. Yeah, dead. Finished. Body does not like me right now.
Why?
Were you
Don't know.
guys not working?
The past
like,
2 days,
Oliver,
I
because
have
I
no
am
idea.
so tired.
Jeez.
Yeah, I was also remarkably tired. But look, guys, you become tired after some really amazing hard work, right? And let's just say the event, I do feel sorry for anybody that couldn't attend last night's NAG magazine annual launch, Q1 launch event, the Auto Magazine. There we go. We finally got it in hand. Look at that gold foiling. Just to move it a little bit so we can see the light shimmer off that logo, just subtly, just subtle movements. Yeah, just subtle.
It's so beautiful.
Oh, look at that. Yes.
Amazing.
It was an amazing event. Thank you.
On the spine.
Yeah, that's very cool. No, it was an amazing event. Thank you to everybody who turned up and everybody's feedback on the magazine. And yeah, everybody loved the office being part of it. And they could finally see where we have fun. So we'll have another one of these. We're definitely going to do more of them. So keep an eye on NAG. And never know. You could either be invited as a VIP or win a ticket. Who knows? Who knows? But how do you guys feel about the event? What are your highlights? I know what my highlight was. Go for it, Len.
I think just the realization that there's 70 odd people at the NAG office, and all these people are there to experience the geekiness that we experience every day. It's just I kept pinching myself throughout the event. It was really awesome.
Yeah, Raymond says legendary stuff. Beautiful Mac. Thanks, Raymond. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was good to see you and meet you yesterday. Yeah.
Hey, and we had the guy that won the Threadripper PC from the previous issue.
Yes, he was there.
He had the biggest smile. He's like walking around going, yeah, I've got 150,000 and computer playing solitaire. No, I'm joking. Not
See how
solitaire.
happy your staff you got us eat a Threadripper. We'd always be walking around with that smile.
Yeah.
Look, I'm surprised he got out. I mean, if I was him, I probably wouldn't even have left the house at that point. This is still the honeymoon phase with that machine, right?
Yeah. Hey, listen, we had that machine for a long time, and we still, we had honeymoon phase every time we walked into the office and that thing was switched on.
Didn't spend enough time with it. Couldn't. The problem with the hardware, you never know how long it's going to stick around, so you can't get too invested in using it in any usable way.
Yeah.
Unless it's that sim rig you're sitting on, Len. I mean, it's so good that you're actually using it to podcast from. That's quite impressive.
Well, it was like a half hour to go before the podcast, and I thought, I got half an hour to kill, I can quickly jump on the sim.
If you have half an hour to kill, you're not working hard enough.
100% what I was gonna say, but
I'm busy reviewing things, right? So
you've been reviewing that game for, I think, since it came out, and it came out 2 years ago.
Long-term review.
Yeah, Ariel, I don't think we've ever had F1 2024, or was it 2023? I don't think we've had that review up. I don't think we've had any F1 reviews.
No, to be honest, I had 24 for a long time. It's been a year, or just shy of that, and I just haven't jumped on it. I haven't had an opportunity up, and I got hands on the 2025 coming soon, and I thought, well, I better rack up some miles in 24, so that's what I'm doing. So that's my excuse. It's preparation for the next review.
Len, we've been doing this for such a long time. You can't BS us. We know.
Yep.
We know.
Hey, I've got
Ariel
a surprise.
knows.
I've got a surprise for you.
Yes, let's get back on track here. This is not a sim racing. Yeah, tell us what you want to talk about, Len.
So obviously there were a bunch of really cool people at the launch yesterday.
We know we were there. We are the cool people, obviously.
I'm not talking about you guys being cool. Other people are cool. Okay.
Kelly, where's the kick button?
You guys are the coolest of the cool. So we got a couple of copies of AC to give away that I've managed to get my hands on, additionally to what you managed to get.
How did you get? Can we talk about it? How did you get it from somebody that was there?
So Intel were here, Intel Corporation. So we are able to give away a couple of copies. I'm going to say 2. We may get more, but 2. But it's only open to people that have qualifying CPU Intel product. So 14th gen upwards, or a Intel Arc GPU, and that'll unlock the game.
Cool. Okay, so let's put it like this. You've heard it. You've heard it here first. What we'll do is we'll put a little campaign together tomorrow, and then take it live, and then people can submit photographs or something, if they've got those products, and then we'll pick some winners.
I've got another surprise, actually. Now that you're talking about, let's talk about competitions. Isn't this what this podcast
I'm afraid.
is all about?
Well, it depends on how far this goes, Len.
Yeah, I mean, when we planned the podcast to start, it was like, let's give people a bird's eye view of the kind of stuff we speak about. So,
but when you go off script, it becomes a tricky scenario.
I never received a script. There's a script.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, go on.
So, EG Evolved, EG Sims, have given us a simulator to give away.
Oh,
Really?
please.
Crap.
Please.
You're not going to take it?
Is it actually going to be given away, or is it going to be yours?
No, I've got mine. I'm happy with mine. No, this is for someone cool. Cooler than
All right,
me.
so we're going to have some amazing competitions launching in the next few days.
Yes. You see, aren't I cooler than you oaks, coming up with these cool prizes?
I didn't know there was a competition. Jeez, like.
All I'm hearing is Intel, and who was the other place? Who's giving the sim rig?
Oh, EC. What's it? ECG.
EG Evolved.
All I'm
EG
hearing
Evolved.
is
EG Evolved.
cooler than you.
Yeah, EG. It's where I bought all my stuff from. Where I loaned, where I didn't spend any money.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go down that road.
I was about to say, you went on a bit of a spending spree there, Len.
So all I'm hearing is Len actually bought this sim rig for himself, then didn't have the guts to tell Lisa, and then they gave it to me for a giveaway. I promise.
It's in the company books. It's on the company
Okay,
books. Lad.
Anyone
let's
asks, you gave it to me for a giveaway, okay?
Let's follow the script.
Silence. Len, is it on silent mode there?
Yeah, someone is obviously really adamant, but I'm putting on silent now. Sorry, it wasn't in silent mode. Wasn't on the script.
So listen, getting back to the topic at hand, let's very importantly thank some people that were involved there, because I'm not going to lie, one of the big highlights for me was a copious amounts of Red Bull I drank, those Rocca Mama's burgers.
Say again?
And the Rocca Mama's burgers.
Oh my word!
Oh, those burgers! You said something yesterday. It's like how at events you don't reach. I'm talking to you. You often have food, and I must say there are some launches like Samsung in particular that always have some amazing food at their unpacked events. But generally, I've not, apart from Samsung, I haven't had like super awesome food. But then when that burger arrived, I thought, it's gonna be cold, and yeah, okay, cool. But it was awesome. Sure, it was awesome. I am for sure going to Rockamama's next week. For sure.
It really was.
That was really. I was so impressed.
So, no, more than that, guys. I've been speaking to Olive about this. What I want from Rockamama's, I want a NAG Rockamama's burger on that menu.
What would that taste like?
Well, we're gonna have to come up. We're gonna have to come up with a NAG burger. A NAG. What is the quintessential gaming?
For my
You're excluded, Ariel. Maybe that's an add-on. Maybe it's a DLC. It's the burger. Our burger is the main burger, and then we have DLC upgrade options for it. How cool would that be? Then Ariel's Diablo Fire is the Ghost Pepper upgrade. Yeah, let's just send them this clip and then we can have that conversation.
Oh,
I think
God, you just
that could
reminded-
work.
You just reminded me. I went for a hot pizza challenge last week.
Ooh,
Where's the video?
Why don't
Oh,
I know
God,
about these cool things?
Yeah, there is a video, but I don't know if I should share it because you know when you crying because it's so hot,
No.
and then you take it one step further. My tears were burning my cheeks, so my body was ejecting this hot cuck faster than it would be digested by my stomach. It was just insane. I ate one slice and like 2 bites out of the second. I just couldn't. Literally just couldn't. Because
Where
it
is this
didn't.
place? It's a team challenge.
Smack
and where?
Burger in Linksfield.
We
They've
have
got a
to
competition at the moment.
We have to go and we film a NAG podcast live while
Oh my
we're
God.
all doing the challenge. But we have to talk. So Reach will script it and we have to stick to the script. It'll be like hot ones. So while
no-
we're doing this challenge, we have to
It'll be like hot
That's-
ones. Yes. Love
Hot
it.
ones.
I'll
Yeah.
man the camera. I'll man the camera.
No,
You
I'm
guys-
doing it. Sorry. No, Len, you love that kind of stuff. I think you'd been your element.
challenge.
Why would... It's like asking me to play League of Legends. Why would you do that? Doesn't make sense. It's not something I normally do.
Yeah, fair point. But
Well,
yeah,
anyway,
I mean, the
we
prize
will-
is like 10,000 rand or something like that. And if you can eat it in 10 minutes, that's all. It's really cool. It's really cool. On the face until you have that
that's
first
fine.
bite.
It's fine. It's fine. 10,000 rand. I will.
Yes,
The North.
I want to
Ghost
look back at
Chase.
this
You've
video.
got to go through
10,000
multiple rounds, Ariel. It's not just the one round.
Yes, but if you finish it in 10 minutes, there's a spot. It's guaranteed spot. There's a spot prize. I think that's 2,500 rand. Look, I mean,
yes.
but yeah. But yes. Anyway, sorry, I'm not on script. Where's the script? What stood out for you,
You've
Ollie?
taken it this way already now. So I'm sitting
You
back
just-
and relaxing. I'm a participant at this. I'm just watching the show happening.
That MSI claw
No, for me,
That-
what
that-
stood
that-
out was
having that here.
yeah. I mean that was fantastic, and for me it was just I'm new to the industry. I've only been at NAG for just over 2 years now, but just being able to connect with other media partners, other influencers, readers themselves, brands that we've had long-standing relationships with, brands that we've got new relationships. It was just really, really nice to have everyone all in the same space. Cody made a bit of a small comment last night, and I had actually been thinking about it myself, in that it almost, at some point, it felt like a mini Rage Expo.
Really?
100%.
And
I
it
got
had
exactly
that sort
the
of
same
vibe to it. Yeah, it had that sort of vibe, but it was more intimate, obviously, because there's only 70 odd people. But yeah, it just had that really nice, cool, chilled vibe. And all the feedback that when with conversations that I had with people there, everyone was just having a lack of jaw, getting the opportunity to meet the NAG team, but also meeting with other people within this industry. It was just really, really fun. I had a lot of fun last night.
Mm.
Yeah. Ariel?
No, it was.
No, I think the same thing. Like, one of the things that's always been nice consistently through the year about an event like Rage is it's for one time a year that you're guaranteed to catch up with people that you normally only see in that setting. And for me, this had that exact same vibe. But instead of the overarching interest just being gaming, this was like NAG. Like, there was a guy last night who came and brought his demo discs from back in the day.
Yes, I saw
So much
Warriors, yes.
into. And like so many people had these stories, like their father used to buy them the magazine. This was the first magazine they bought when they were in school, and they saved their pocket money for it. And that sense of community was just really, really great.
Yeah, it's a rarity. It's a rarity, but it's amazing. I think this has definitely sparked that thing, and we're going to do more reader events like this, because I think having more readers there and just a readers only where we can do certain fun things, right? With maybe we get some early access. I think we should do it, Lynn. I don't know if we can mention it, but that 3D monitor, that must, I mean, we did kind of mention this already, but we need to do it with that one.
Were you upstairs yesterday?
No,
when
don't
live?
say anything.
I've got to say what you did, because it was amazing. Len literally went, "Hi guys, so I don't know if you know, but this is a 3D monitor. I can't talk about it, but come here, I'm about to tell you all about it." And I was like, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. He was just literally like, "Can't talk about it, but I'm going to."
That's why I'm always hesitant when Len does stuff off the cuff, because I don't know at which point do I cut the hard line to this podcast, you know?
But I love sharing, and I love people. You guys touched on something now with this whole comparing it to the Rage vibe, in that what made Rage pre-COVID, what made Rage so special for everybody, apart from the socializing and the big LANs and whatnot before people got afraid to be coughed on, was coming to a venue and seeing the latest tech. Just like, like, oh my God, does this even exist? Oh my God, I haven't seen this in the country. And we were very fortunate in that yesterday's launch, there was some amazing tech in this office. I mean, we still got it here, and maybe we needed that reality jerk, back, with people actually telling us what we'd forgotten, that we're surrounded by this amazing technology, and being able to share that with people. I mean, what's important to note, the suppliers of the 3D monitor, whose name I can't mention, I didn't switch it on. I just pointed in the general direction.
So it was a 3D image of a black hole, is that what you're saying?
Covering your bases, Len.
Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't on, like, but yes, so seeing people hold the claw that's not launched, that's not, and seeing the that monster Asus notebook, and the GPU
that I was drooling over.
Yeah, and seeing that 5070 MSI GPU on display. I mean, it was amazing. It was really.
And those coasters that we made, those amazing handcrafted, blood, sweat, and tears coasters. Good on you, Ollie. I'm so proud of you. Good on you, Reed. Look, our hard work.
Oh, it's upside down.
Yeah, it's really awesome. Well, I was having a conversation with Cody this morning. I think what we'll do is, obviously you guys were part of that conversation prior, but that we'll keep doing these coasters every time we have the next issue of the magazine. That instead of it being that current logo, it'll be whatever game we're featuring. So
I was
people
not
can
part
start
of that
collecting
conversation. I said distinctly no. I told Cody we are not suggesting coasters again up until we convince Len to spend big bucks getting us a fancy bamboo printer that prints multiple color filaments at once, so that we don't have to stand and hand paint things. That's what I said.
Well, you see, that's
perfect
segue into what I was actually talking to Cody about this morning, in that we don't have to give away painted coasters. There's the base. It's perfect. People can paint it. Yeah, and then we're still giving them a very cool product, a collectible, and they can make it their own by painting it whatever color they want, or not painting it. But yes, I'm all in favor of.
Well, Reach touched on something. Reach touched on something yesterday. Well,
wait, one at a time.
Yes.
Go
Carry
on,
Nadia. Yeah.
No, go Ariel.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
gonna say,
Sorry,
for
I
the
have.
reader event,
Yeah.
we 3D print it, we put it down on the table, and the readers get it painted while at the event. It's like an arts and craft night.
Yeah, I mean, let's set it up. Can we
Okay,
do a
so-
ghost style modeling with clay? Make your own ashtray or something.
That just vomits in my mouth.
Oliver, what did you want to say?
That's exactly what I was going to say. And yeah, sorry, there's a bit of delay on my end. But yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, is that you mentioned maybe we just print them and then we have like this activity, something for readers to participate in, where they can paint their own coasters.
Oh, cool. Let's do it. Hit like and subscribe if you'd like to attend. Now, before it gives away the next cover of the magazine, okay, I'm just saying, I want to talk about two things. The claw that Ariel has got there.
Okay,
I mean,
so
that's the next claw. That's the next claw that's coming out. And yeah, I was quite blown away by having it hands-on yesterday.
So basically, if you went at we got a pre-mass production model, right? That is what
Which we can't talk about.
of the new MSI Claw, the MSI Claw 8. I mean, it's beautiful. Its screen is basically the size of the previous model claw. But like one of the things that I really liked about it, the screen size is ginormous compared to the original. But it is the same weight as the original, which is super great. You don't have that super I'm holding up a notebook feeling when you're holding it, which is really nice. I mean, it's got the Intel i7 processor.
You can't talk about it.
But that's out. You can Google that. What are you like? I can't talk about that. My
You mean the retail version will have that
available.
processor?
Yes.
Yes.
No, it's just by the
It's a
nature of...
A
But let's just clarify there. It's just by the nature of pre-production models sometimes have different memory or different chipsets. So, I mean, obviously I don't know all the details of the actual underlying hardware there, but yeah, the production model will certainly have those specs.
No. So the actual model has the i7 Ultra and has an 8-inch screen. The actual model. You can go and Google it. It's up. It exists.
Yeah, but that's
Out
what I'm
in the wild. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Will the color of the sample we have now be the same? The handles and all that?
No idea.
Not too
It should be. It should be. It's normally just at this stage. It's normally just the internals.
Okay.
Where so I mean, if we run performance benchmarks on those things, it won't necessarily be the same as the performance benchmarks in the retail version.
And what did you think of the color?
I love the color.
Raymond says, I love the MSI Claw out yesterday. Awesome unit with great sound and screen. The performance is something to admire. Yeah, look, I think it does run. I mean, if it runs shadows nicely. Have you been playing shadows on it, Ariel?
I haven't even gotten to use it yet. I mean, guys, we literally got home from the event last night at 10 o'clock, roughly. Then I was talking to Oliver about it. My brain was so switched on from all the socializing and everything. I was awake until almost 1 a.m. this morning, same as Oliver. Up at the crack of dawn again and then working. Not all of us had half an hour to sit in the sim rig or play on the claw.
But can I just say one thing, Ariel? It's not the socializing that kept you up. It's all the Red Bull that we had last night that kept you up.
That is very true.
I heard rumors of a green one floating around. Were they there? Because I didn't see any green. The kiwi ones.
No, there was no green ones. There was no green ones yesterday.
I could have sworn early during the day somebody said green. And I was highly upset when I couldn't find it. But the apricot was just as good.
Oh yeah,
The
no,
other
that's
thing-
definitely my favorite.
Yeah, that is good. The other thing I want to give a shout out to on the topic of hardware is that Asus notebook. I'm actually just busy setting it up now. This thing is a beast. Goodness gracious. I don't think we didn't realize it was the 5090 in there.
Yeah.
I didn't
Oliver,
realize
he
that.
kept on
Yeah, we
telling
weren't
us
e- we-
repeatedly.
No, man, I'm saying early
Yeah,
on
we
when we
weren't
first set it up,
expecting
Ariel,
that
come on.
model.
So, and it's got a Core Ultra i9. I mean, this is a top spec, high-end notebook, and
The price not yet, or can't.
it's about 90,000 rand. I did a quick search online now. Obviously, depending on your specification,
Yes.
because you can get a 5080 on it too. I'm not sure what SKUs are available locally, and that you should probably get a 5070. The official, there's a 5070 and a 5080 variant of it, but this is the big boy. So yeah, look forward to some some benchmarks and some gaming insights on this. We're going to do some content on it.
I feel like.
But yeah,
I'm gonna
very
hear-
exciting.
I'm gonna hear Reed talk about how he's been broken and spoiled by this Asus notebook a week from now.
Yeah, you can't
And
go
having to
back
go
to
back
his
to-
normal notebook.
Listen, don't give away my spiel. I need at least a week to fall in love with it. No, so one of the very cool things on this is the notebook with it. We didn't even show it off yesterday, but this is the one with the dot matrix display on the back, where you can actually have words that I was going to show it off now, but I haven't done the installation yet. But yeah, so you can have words display and patterns and stuff, and it also works with
Oh, really?
games and.
You can configure that.
Yeah, you can put. I mean, there's
Yeah,
a
it's
couple
really
of
cool.
presets you can use for it. Yeah, very.
Len is just gonna have bad words at the back of his so that he can open it up. This very formal meeting. Here comes the laptop swear word.
That's a great idea. One thing that I thought about doing, in fact, I was trying to get it done, but when you go to the pub and you sit there and you're working, you just say beer, please. Beer, please.
That's funny.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, it's a beautiful notebook, that's for sure.
Just be careful with the microphone there. There's a bit of. I'm hearing some
Yeah,
scratchings.
that's me and the dog that's trying to lick my face, and I don't want it to lick my face. So come on, stop.
Sorry about the barking in the background, guys. I know it's quite sharp noises sometimes if you're listening on a set of headphones. We'll try and edit
No,
it out
that's
with
me. I
NVIDIA
apologize.
Studio software.
That ultra-wide 49-inch monitor was also a sight.
Goodness gracious, yes. That's almost. Have you played like a good gaming session on a 49-inch widescreen? It's weirdly wide, and if it takes a while to get. No, man, that's just a big screen. That's not an ultra wide, thin. What throws me off sometimes is it's just too wide in your peripheral. So if you're doing a first-person shooter, for example, you could miss something at the far corner of your eye. Where your screen that's slightly smaller. But I mean, it's still a great experience depending on the game you play.
But you'll be surprised how quickly you get used to it, though.
Yeah, I'm
So,
sure.
like,
I'm sure. I haven't played it consistently.
Larry used to play games on a 50-inch TV. And I sat down one day to play, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Because I have to literally look around. Like, you can't play a league like this. Played for one weekend, and I didn't even realize it anymore. My body was just like, this is normal. I see everything. It's great. So I think the moment that you sit down for a weekend and you physically play, you're going to be fine.
It'll be fine. And then 3 weeks later, you have to get a prescription for glasses. Is that the progression?
Actually, you raise a very good point there, Ariel. Like, I played on a curved 36-inch for about 4 months, and then switched to a flat 36, a better quality monitor and whatnot. And I want to say it felt like a year, but for a long time, it felt like the edges were moving away from me. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like I wasn't on a curve. It felt like I was on a curve. Sorry, it felt like I was not on a flat, but on an inverted curve. It was the weirdest thing. It took a while for
wow.
me to get used to that. Yeah, very crazy.
Yeah, I'm kind of the opposite. Yeah, I thought curved monitors for a long time. Just whatever. It's a gimmick
No, they're
until you
great.
start using it, and then you go, oh, it really having your edges slightly inward. Some curves are too much in my opinion. I've seen some monitors that's just too much. It's a small monitor with a wide angle. But yeah, if you get a good widescreen, it really changes everything. And also for video editing, widescreen is everything. I can't go back to, especially for like if you're doing a couple of projects at the same time. It's amazing for that.
Is that why you're wanting that 49-inch on your desk?
No, I'm fine. Well, yeah, I need a second one now, so I can put it above this one that I've got. So listen, guys, any final thoughts on last night before we wrap this bad boy up? It's little Friday.
That I am
Time to go.
excited for the next one.
Yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good.
Yeah, we
Len?
definitely need to be doing this more often. We will.
Yeah, we will.
This was the first one at the office and whatnot. And
Look, I can guarantee us 5 times a year. If you want 5 easy events, every time it's a birthday, let's just have a big bash there.
yeah. No,
That's a no, guys. Sorry, that's a no. That's idea's been turned down. HR has disapproved it. We'll try again another day.
No, I definitely feel doing this more often is the right thing. I mean, I spoke to a lot of the readers that came through yesterday. That we have an open door policy, and I'd like it. Let me rephrase. I'd love it if I am, if the bell rings and there's a guy that just wants to come and relieve some stress because he's just had a cock day at work or at varsity or at school or whatever and just wants to come play some games. It'd be amazing. As long as we can still carry on doing our work like I'm trying to do and being interrupted by this podcast. Then
we're going to have to put a caveat on that, Len. We can't do it over deadlines. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, this is why we can't let Len loose out on the streets. We need to rein him in every now and then.
Yeah, talk about loose on the streets. What I think would be really cool is if we start getting some job shadows. People that want to, get into seeing what we're doing and come job shadow. You might be.
I would say interns would be better.
SimRig is not a job.
Yeah, intern. Interns.
Yeah.
Correct phrasing. Yeah. Have an intern.
Look, it's a tricky thing because we do remote work a lot, and I mean, if we do the intern thing, we're going to need people that can actually, learn, but also able to write, right, or able to do this or the other. But yeah, I mean, that's a good idea. We should definitely consider that. Let's see, maybe somebody sees us and messages us and says, yes, I'm keen.
You see, Reach, I'm so glad that you added interns onto our schedule for today, our script.
At this point, the script can be anything you want it to be. It's like our dreams, Len. It can be anything you want it to be.
Thanks, guys.
Well, thank you for your time, guys, and your epic party last night. Well, we shouldn't call it a party. It's a launch event. But it turned into a bit of a party.
No,
but I also would like to see...
There were no funny stories. It was all...
no, I'm talking about it like a party, like people having a good time party,
Yeah.
I would like to see a rhythm games event one night. I think that should be an epic. Let's get some PDP controllers. I almost bought one in the UK when I was there. Decided against it in the last minute. But I think we can make a plan. So yeah, we've got a long schedule. If anybody has ideas, please drop it in the comments. And yeah, we'll start cracking at those. Len, get the checkbook ready. The parties are coming.
Yeah, it's been real, guys. Thank you. Oh,
thanks,
one last thing. What was really cool is seeing Acer, Logitech, Asus, MSI, Intel, all these really cool brands,
everyone,
various distributors all coming together and just, it was amazing.
No, it really was. I think, the food, the drinks, the conversations.
Your company.
Thank you. But special shout out to Canton too. I must be honest with you, those photographs he took, and he did the content for Ubisoft on their pages, so go check it out. Wow. Len, we'll give him a couple of free magazines.
Yeah.
Take him out. No, we actually do. We owe him something. So I wanna take him out for a lunch. Or
Actually,
something. We'll
last
go for
thing,
beers. Yes.
talking about Ubisoft, it was really cool that we were able to do such a deep dive into this game that people have made very controversial, which it shouldn't be. It's just an amazing game. So thanks and shout out to Ubisoft for allowing us deep insight early on into the game. And no, there was no payments. Anyway.
I mean, I would really not be sitting outside with no electricity in the dark if Ubisoft had paid me.
Okay, cool. Well, thanks for that clarification,
I would have that
guys.
sweet generator money.
Anyway, Reeves, thanks
Right,
for
guys, have a lucky one.
keeping us controlled and on script.
It's impossible. You guys are like herding cats. All right, guys, I'm going to press stop in the next 2 seconds. Have a lucky weekend. Thanks to everybody for watching. And remember to check out shop.nag.co.za to get your hands on that amazing looking magazine. Len, hold it up again if you've got it handy there. Let's do a hand modeled effect on there.
Did you almost just break it?
Oh, I think you did. And there's 2 covers to choose from. So hit shop.nag.co.za and also nag.co.za for all the latest games, news, and reviews. Thanks, guys. Have a lucky weekend.
Cheers.
Bye.
Thank you all.
Sure, my dog nearly fell off my lap.